Well, I made Eat to dive for her dinner. She gets to eat a big fish head tonight. She likes fish heads. This was from a big trout I caught the other day. And trout heads like this is one of the most nutritious things that you can feed a mink. If you have a butcher at one of your local stores where they get whole fish in and then fillet it, see if you could get some of the fish heads for your mink, because they are some of the best. The dog sledders up in Alaska, they get lots and lots of salmon heads and feed them to their sled dogs. They're the best food because it's full of everything that an animal needs, a carnivore. It has meat in it, has cartilage, it has bones for calcium, it has vitamins in the brain, amino acids, everything that they need right there in one little package. And in fact, when a bear starts, right now the bears are up in Alaska are fishing and getting fattened up for wintertime. And after the first run, after they get their fill in the first week or two, where they eat the whole fish, but after that they primarily eat the head, the skin, and the roe, to the point that they know which is a female and which is not, and catch the females and eat them primarily. But it's frozen, so Ita's trying to thaw it out. She knows it's frozen, but if she puts it in the water, she knows that she can thaw it out some, so she's a pretty clever little mink. So I added something to my mink cage a couple days ago. I was watching Joseph Carter's, I was watching his video about his new pond, and I thought it was interesting that they used a copper screen that the water would be pumped through, and a little bit of copper ions, or copper oxide ions, which is the green from copper, would go into the water, and it'd help kill the algae and the moss. So I took, and I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of right there. Yeah, she just swam over it. But right down there, I took a piece of wire, and I think Ita's finally going to leave it alone and stop playing with it because she can't do anything with it. But hopefully that piece of copper that I've fastened to the cage, and I took a long piece and I kind of made a little curly at the end so it had more surface area. But hopefully it'll start getting green, and oh, there she's grabbing it. She's trying to grab it again. And it'll start releasing some copper oxide ions in the water, which will hopefully reduce the amount of algae that grows in here, because it gets really dark and black in here. It's not harmful, it's just algae that's growing. So hopefully that copper will reduce it. See, she's trying to grab it and take it, but I've wired it down really well. So hopefully she'll get to the point where it's just part of the just another fixture that she can't do anything with in her pond. But I need to get up here. I need to get my night camera every night, probably about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Ita finally gets out here when it's cooled off, and she runs and runs and runs in this this wheel. And it's when I first made it, it was not very good. But I put some wheels, mounted some wheels here, and some wheels there. I could have done a better job. If I would have known better, I would have put the wheels so that they were farther up here, both of them. But I ended up putting this in here. I may change it, but they're just old rollerblade wheels. And but she loves it. She gets in there and runs and runs and runs. And with those wheels right there, it holds up the big boy. Anyway, she runs and runs on there, and those wheels hold up that part of the drum that I made it from. And I also have a bearing over there, but that bearing really just holds it to the side. and these ones are what holds it up and makes it work well. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's a good design, and ever since I fixed it, it's been good. Occasionally I have to tighten up the nut right there in it, but yeah, it's been a great little pin. I need to do some enhancements to it and on the inside and do some things. I want to make some little paths around the outside here, maybe a little maze that goes up the wall for her. But anyways, she loves her little house. She sleeps in it all the time. I got that one place where she can, Neela, get out, where she can use the bathroom, and it's easy to clean up. Her little sleeping quarters, her nest, stays good and dry. And one of the things I do is I actually will recycle the chips. If they get wet, I just throw them in a box and let them dry out. And anyways, it works out really good. But I need to do a few little things. She loves her hammock, and it's held up pretty good. It's just a pair of old jeans, and I sewed on a couple of straps on there, but it's getting worn out. It's time to maybe get a new one, but she loves that. She sleeps in it. I put an old towel in here, and she drags that around everywhere. It's really funny. She'll drag it around and just sleep on it, but it ends up everywhere. But she's got a brick that she climbs around on, and that actually helps her toenails, and a piece of a pipe that she drags around everywhere and plays with. I don't give her any stuffed toys. I did that once before, and they just tear them to bits. So you got to have tough toys like sticks, and no tennis balls. Tennis balls can make them sick. Anyways, that's a little update on the Mink. There she goes. All right, say goodbye.